Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. In Pete the Cat 5-Minute Bedtime Stories by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete and his friends spend the day surfing on the beach, and when night arrives, he decides to invite his friends to a sleepover so that fun doesn't end just because the sun is tired. After they have played, they go to bed. They wear their pajamas, and once he says good night to all his friends and turns off the light, he starts hearing some strange sounds. First, he hears some clapping. "It was me," Grumpy Toad says. "I'm not tired. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap my hands instead." Pete covers his head. "Let's clap tomorrow," he says. "Right now, this cool cat needs to go to bed." After some minutes, he hears some rat-a-tatting. What was that? It was Gus, the platypus. He was playing the drums. "It was me," says Gus. "I'm not tired. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jump." Pete shakes his head. "That was a cool beat, but let's rock out tomorrow instead," he says. "This cat needs his sleep." Then he turns off the light again, and he starts listening to someone munching. Pete knows that sound. He's sure it is alligator. He's always up for eating. Pete turns on the light. Sure enough, alligator is munching on a piece of pizza. Pete sighs. What can he do? All the clapping, rat-a-tatting, and munching are giving him the bedtime blues. Then Pete has an idea. He gets out his favorite bedtime story and begins to read. As he reads, Pete notices that the room is quiet. There is no more clapping, no more rat-a-tatting, and no more munching. Pete looks up. His friends have gathered around him. They want to hear the story too. Pete turns back to the beginning of the book and begins to read it aloud. His friends settle down and listen. No one makes a sound. Pete yawns as he turns the last page of the book. He has been so focused on the story, he didn't even notice his friends creep off to their own beds. "Good night, sleep tight," he whispers. He puts his book down. He turns off the lights and he closes his eyes. Soon, Pete is fast asleep. Dreams of another groovy day of surfing fill his head as the cool cat finally catches some sleep.